So here we are again. This is Noel's garden tractors and firewood. And I just made a video and I did a whole lot of preparation for it. And the mic wasn't working at the end of it, so I don't know how long it went or whatever. Anyway, I got her all hooked up, and as you can see, it splits wood. I did have it backwards at the first, but anyway, that's the way it goes. So I'll finish this few pieces up, and then I'll give you a little going over as to what things look like there. She's running at 2,500 RPM at the moment. So on idle or just above idle, that's about as fast as the old Ferguson used to push the thing back and forth. So the way it's running here now is about as fast as my electric one. It would be nice to have an automatic return on it, but anyway, it's just a homemade thing, so someday I might get another valve. This poor old cherry wood is a little bit on the doty side, I guess, but anyway, it's an old tree that was just behind me here, and of course Hurricane Fiona didn't seem to like it very much, so she blew it over. So it ends up as firewood. Engine oil, or not the engine oil, but the hydraulic oil started out at about 72 degrees this morning, and it's now about 103. So on a normal day like yesterday when it was hot and I cut the grass, it got to 132, which is about normal. That's every time I cut grass with it, that's about as high as it gets. Anyway, it's kind of fun to use this whole thing again. It's been 5 years since it's been going. Picaroons are a great thing. Homemade. When I got it, it didn't have that little shelf there, so I built that. So that kind of helps with the split pieces instead of having to pick them up off of the ground again. are some woods that the picker own doesn't seem to want to go into. But most work just fine. The bark on cherry wood is kind of annoying, just like white birch. There you go, look at that. All down. So because this splitter had hydraulic oil in it, but it was only in the line, so there wouldn't be a whole lot because the cylinder was retracted. Case garden tractors don't like hydraulic oil in their hydraulic system for some reason. So in those tractors you have to use motor oil. And it takes the normal thing today. Now what they use is 1540 oil, more likely a diesel oil. I don't know what the difference would be, but that's what they say, whoever they are. Mike still seems to be working because it's got the blue light on, it's not flashing. The last time I looked at it with the last video, the blue light was flashing, so I don't know how long it was doing that. So might have got some of the other video, might not have got any, I don't know. Anyway, all for entertainment, right? Don't get annoyed. That's for sure. And this is great entertainment today. I've been kind of cutting wood for the last 8 to 10 weeks. Kind of nice to do something different and get something old working again and seeing if the case tractor will run it, and obviously it does. 8 gallons a minute. Well, I had ants in it at one time. That's the typical with the cherry wood around here. You don't really get very big cherry wood trees because the ants get to the bottom of them. And that's it. Once they fall over, they're like a white birch. They rot quick. Look at that, another one fell over. Yep. Alright, this fast piece and that'll be it. Gonna be hot today. I'm already getting hot. Yesterday was a scorcher. After I was done weed whacking yesterday, you think somebody had taken a hose to me and soaked me. Now I want to clean this out here a bit. When I put it away 5 years ago, I coated up that cylinder. It went all the way around it there, and that's going to help. I coated it with grease, so help kind of keep things good. All right. I just put under there now. And she's at about 800 there now, so we'll see how fast she is here. That's about how fast it was when I was using the old 51 Ferguson tractor. And it would split anything, but just way too slow. Cycle time would be about 4 days, I think. So I don't know what the cycle time would be on it when I'm running it there, but I would say it'd be around 12 seconds. Out and back, full length. I don't use it to full length because the wood was kind of shorter. So, but even so, for something like this, it's pretty good. Now I'll rev her up a little bit more and see. I'll get her up to. That's about 3,200. I was using it at 25, 2,600 there before. Well, that moves along pretty good, you know. I would say it's just a hair faster than my electric one at that engine speed. But I kind of like the 25, 2,600 because it's not quite as noisy. And it does the job. Alright. So there we go. Still got a steady blue light, so woohoo! Probably still have his voice going. Anyway, there's all the wood split up. That's the old wood splitter. Look at that, eh? Well, you can't beat that. So now, this versatile tractor, I can now go cut grass with it again after splitting wood. That's pretty neat, isn't it? For a garden tractor. Not too many of them can do that. And again, I'll show you the ship down there. It's hard to see, but it's got a blue bottom on it. More than likely just a personal carrier, not a cruise ship, I wouldn't think. Anyway, another nice day here, so it's going to be hot. I got more grass cutting to do today, and then that's it. I think I'm done with all the grass cutting here and at my house, and the weed whacking at my house is done. And there you go. So now that splitter has a Massey Ferguson MF7 transaxle underneath it, so it's got the gear shift there. So all I got to do is get that into neutral, and away I go with it. I've got some apple wood to split up. That's another tree that Fiona didn't like. That was probably, I would say, about 100 years old. It was over by my sister-in-law's house that was built by my grandfather in 1920. So I would expect that the tree was put there very shortly afterwards. So anyway, the poor old tree again was gone in the center, so it didn't take much for Fiona to put it over. Anyway, some good wood in it, so it's going to get split up. And all kinds of wood and broken trees and broken branches and all kinds of stuff in there yet that you really can't see that Fiona destroyed. And if I can get at it someday, I'll probably get another 3 to 4 cords of wood out of it. Like I did that I had the stuff in the field here. I don't know if anybody remembers, but this whole field here on that side by the woods there was full of trees that I cut up, and that's why I was at it for 10 weeks or so. 8 weeks, 10 weeks. Anyway, not every day, just try and do a little bit whenever I could. But 3 to 4 days out of each week. There we go. I guess I'll stop rambling on and acting foolish here like that. So we'll cut her off at that and see if this mic thing worked today. Have a good day, yours.